The tournament is controversially being hosted by Qatar this winter. Gary Neville's left-wing credentials took a hit on Wednesday after the former England footballer signed up to appear on a sports network run by the Qatari state during next month's World Cup. Neville will be a pundit on the beIN sports channel, despite condemning the abhorrent ways migrant workers were treated in the Gulf country in a documentary last week. It is not known how much Neville, 47, will earn, but insiders estimate it could run into six figures. He will also be part of the ITV presenting team. Neville said he will raise awareness of human rights laws in his role with beIN. In Qatar, homosexuality is considered abnormal and punishable by 3 years in jail. Qatar also has a male guardianship system in which women are dependent on men for permission to marry, travel, pursue higher education and access reproductive health care. There has been an outcry over its treatment of migrant workers, with more than 5,000 dying while building the tournament's stadiums. Neville wrote on Twitter yesterday, "Yes, I am going to the World Cup and, yes, working for ITV and beIN. I will highlight those issues I have for years." It comes after his close friend David Beckham signed a multi-million-pound deal to be the face of Qatar in the World Cup. Gary Neville, pictured, has denied accusations of hypocrisy after revealing he will work for Qatar's state-run broadcaster beIN Sports at the controversial upcoming Qatar World Cup. "Yes, I am going to the World Cup and yes, working for ITV and beIN. I will highlight those issues like I have for years." In June, Neville failed to question Beckham about the deal, or condemn Qatar. During an interview for his program, The Overlap, in the country's capital, Doha, Neville has become increasingly outspoken about politics in recent years and appeared at last week's Labour Party conference. During a toe-curling conversation with Labour leader Keir Starmer, he insisted there should be equal pay for men and women in sport, even though women in Qatar are bound by the male guardianship scheme. beIN Sports is run by Nasser Al-Khelaifi, the president of French football club Paris Saint-Germain. Neville will work for beIN Sports and ITV at the World Cup in the Arab country this winter. Qatar's hosting of the tournament is contentious given their numerous human rights abuses, discrimination against LGBT+ people, deaths of migrant workers and accusations of corruption. Last December, it was widely criticized for airing an interview with Egyptian football pundit Mohamed Aboutrika, in which he described homosexuality as against human nature. During his recent documentary, Countdown to Qatar, Neville, pictured, was shocked at the living quarters for World Cup workers as he was shown around an accommodation facility. He said, "It's a porta-cabin with 4 curtains and 2 lockers on each side. The wealth in this country and that level of accommodation for people, with the sacrifice they are making. It's inequality like you wouldn't believe." A spokesman for Neville did not respond when asked to comment. Neville's former Manchester United teammate David Beckham, left, an ambassador for the tournament, has been accused of stamping out hope for the LGBT+ community in Qatar.